Hi again, it's Hannah from Blue Ferret Boarding, and this is our final week of looking at adoption versus rescue. If you've been following us, you will know that this has been a bit of a Marmite topic, and I've been putting forward my views and our views here at Blue Ferret. They may not align with everybody else's views, and I do appreciate that there are many exceptions to the rules. So what I've been saying has been much more blanket, and I expect that there will be a lot of difference within that. So let's talk this week then about individual adoption. That is, if you have somebody who's just found a ferret in their back garden, rescued it and handed it on to you, for instance, to look after. There are a couple of things to be aware of in these instances. Firstly, and most importantly, make sure that that ferret has been checked for a microchip and that you are not rehoming a ferret that had a very happy home before that. Make sure that the person who rescued it has put out on social media or flyers or checked with different vets that nobody has been looking for that ferret. And when that person does that, make sure they don't put a picture of the ferret. What you're wanting is, it's a bit like when you say that somebody's lost a purse. You don't say what it looks like. You wait for them to give you the details. It's the same idea, to make sure that the wrong person doesn't claim their ferret. So do what you can to make sure that ferret is reunited with its previous owner, if at all possible. If you then take the ferret from the person who's rescued it, check whether or not that ferret has been neutered or not. And if they haven't been neutered, make sure that you are prepared to go through the costs of neutering, and please do consider neutering them. If you're wondering why, look back at the rest of this month's videos and I'll wax lyrical why. Thirdly, you want to make sure that that ferret that you are about to adopt doesn't have any underlying health issues that may cause you lots of financial issues further down the line, or that you are at least prepared for that and that there aren't any big surprises. So make sure that the ferret has been taken to the vets and been given a good health check by a vet who is familiar with ferrets and deals with them a lot. Obviously all vets will know what they're doing with ferrets to a degree, but there are specialists and specialisms, so you want to make sure it's somebody who is good at recognizing some of the symptoms and some of the quirks you might find with health issues on a ferret, so that you are going in with your eyes open. Another thing you need to check for is that that ferret has been handled, and that you aren't going to be going in with another surprise of having a super bitey ferret that you can't handle. So make sure that you see that ferret, that it's been handled, that it's playing around your feet, and that it's a happy, well-adjusted ferret. And if any of those things I've just listed aren't a tick box, please reconsider rehoming that ferret. And if that means that the person doesn't know what to do with that ferret, that is when you get a local rescue involved and you get them to the rescue, where people with a lot of knowledge and with the financial backing of charity status and donations will be able to give the veterinary care, the neutering and everything else that goes with it for that ferret before it's then given a new home. Photobombing cats are the way forward, can I just say. So then, is there any reason why you shouldn't adopt that ferret that your neighbour found in their back garden last week? Yes and no, there isn't and there is. Just make sure that you are going in with your eyes open. Make sure that you have done everything you can to find that ferret's previous owner, to reunite that ferret with its family first. And if you're thinking, well, it's really cute, I really want it, remember, there's plenty needing homes in the rescue. So you've done all of that and you can't find an owner. What do you do now? Take it to the vets. Make sure it's got a health check. Make sure that if it's unneutered ferret, that you are aware of the consequences of that financially and or in terms of an unwanted litter, especially if it's a female, because make sure you know whether or not that female is carrying babies or not. Really, really important to take the ferret to the vet to get the lowdown on what's going on with that ferret. If you feel unprepared for that specific ferret, hand it over to your local rescue. Do not just let it go. Ferrets are not wild animals. Take it to your local rescue. Find out where that is. Speak to the RSPCA. They will be in contact with a local rescue. You can then go to the rescue and get a different fuzzy friend that suits you better. But please be responsible. Go in with your eyes open and make sure you know about ferrets, or you are part of a big supportive community that know about ferrets before you get one. Thank you so much for watching this month. I hope you found it of use. If you found yourself getting angry with me, I'm sorry, these are our views. It's what makes the world go round. We all have different ones. We'll see you next month when we're talking about something entirely different: how to train your ferret.